Hello there. There's the audio. Audio seems fine on OBS. Today, playing Stanley Parable. I would have played this a while ago. I probably should have played it instead of Hugh, but I think I played Hugh because I expected it to be shorter, and it kind of filled out the time perfectly. But obviously now I've got time to play this. So let's hop straight in. I will admit, I have been playing a little bit of the original earlier today.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in
It already
room
looks a
427
lot smoother
and he pushed
than the
buttons on
original.
keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in
Stanley.
all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ooh. It does look so much smoother. Can I type on it? Oh, okay. I got an achievement for pressing space. You can't jump, and then I also got an achievement for getting another achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
I did see
Click
the
a door
achievement on the...
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these minutes away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort.
I just thought it'd be a nice quick thing to do.
50 clicks will do.
Because
Yes,
okay.
almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'm not...
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some
thought it'd be
hustle,
something...
Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
I thought it would be something...
into door number 417.
I thought it would be something that I could just quickly... 417. Okay. Thought it'd be something that I could just quickly get an achievement, because I saw it skimming past. Just as I was loading up the game, I just saw an achievement, click the door 20 times, or 5 times.
Go click a few times on door 437.
What's that back here? $429, $428, $430, $437, there we go.
Excellent! I think we're getting somewhere. Now door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, okay. 10 clicks. I thought this... Okay, this is a great start. 415. Here we go.
Now back to door number 437.
Ooh. Okay, this is rather exciting. Where was it? 4-3. Oh wait, it was. There we go.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where is it? Down there.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay. 417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Go on. Up we go. Up we go. Up. Up. Mount it. There we go.
This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
This is way too hype for just.
Got it. Now the copy machine. Do that one again.
What was it? Back through here. Oh, go first fucking first playthrough on this one.
Stanley, 5 clicks on door 430. Yeah!
Whoa!
We did it! Oh wow, that felt amazing.
That truly was amazing.
Stanley, nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Thank you.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking indeed? Okay. Suppose now I'll actually follow what I'm meant to do. I did just skim through the achievements before I started it up. Okay.
Stanley came to a set of two
It looks
open
so much
doors.
nicer
He
than the
entered
original.
door on his left.
Okay, I'm gonna do what he says first. And yeah, I'm just gonna listen to the narrator.
There's not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to
Targets
go up
push
to
for
his boss's
funding
office,
for R&D
hoping he
of
might
new
find
coffee
an answer
machine.
there.
Standardized graphs, not cost efficient. Okay. Get Chris out of the broom closet, synergize papers, hire someone to synergize papers, papers to synergize, fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy who moved my desk. Please keep the targets on the topic of blank. The future is yesterday, tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items, write next day's agenda, reflect. Employee 417, 405, 491, 416, 431 and Jim. Meeting schedule. I'm not going to read all of this. But okay. Okay, we changed the cabal to group. That's a weird table. Please no more charts, I'm begging. Stop, 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 stop. Circle to, okay. This is very cool. Okay,
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can I?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay, but what happens if I stay in the broom closet?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What if that's what okay, I'm gonna get going. I could probably trigger something by...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
I
upstairs
really want to.
to
I
his
really
boss's
want to
office.
just break it. Okay. I remember. Go in the bathroom. Oh. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Extreme bathrooms and Time magazine. And of course Time has a clock on it. I'm not sure if it usually does, but I feel like... Okay, both of them shot. The beige pages. Business Time. Huh, okay. Perhaps.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And
It
so
looks
the
so
boss had
nice.
assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't pop it incredibly by simply pushing random buttons on the
Oh.
keypad. Stanley happened to input the
Oh god, it's
correct code.
pitch
By
black.
sheer luck. Amazing.
Okay.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This looks so much nicer than the original. Can I go up? No. Like, you know, it's not like 4K type shit, but it looks
Descending deeper
really
into the
nice.
building,
Oh,
Stanley realized he
I
felt a bit
hit Windows
peculiar.
key.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Can I just go back up?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back
Don't
up.
give me the option.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Don't give me the option to go back up. I will take it.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office.
Was it
Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
2825
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
81?
This has
I've
fleshed
forgotten
out
the code.
part of the story in
Okay.
new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow!
Thank you ever so
I'm
much,
bolted
narrator.
to the edge of my seat.
Okay, I can't remember the code. So I'm gonna have to come back and do that on another loop because I think maybe
Incredible.
inputting it again
Now
will
he's
close
getting
it.
back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
How many times could it go up and down? Oh god, okay. I have to.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
The suspense is absolutely killing me too. What if this time we might find the boss's office? Surely he's got it.
Oh my god.
I thought I missed something there.
Boss's office.
I thought I missed some jump scare.
This
I was so
absolutely
scared.
changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh. I just couldn't help but be chaotic. Is this an ending? Is this... There we
Okay,
go.
I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
For God's sake. What have I done? I brought this upon myself, I suppose. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
We done? Okay. Can I do anything with this generator? Turn it off maybe? No? I have to.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator
I have to.
How did I not
I just have to.
anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no
Been a bit more
frame
than
of
30
reference to
seconds.
even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of
Thank you.
fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Ah yes, stale and repetitive storytelling. Nothing like going up and down the elevator 6 times. Is it not? Is he not going to say anything? Have I? Oh,
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you
oh
realize?
God, that's.
It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I,
Oh
we have
God.
no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
Let me
Why
up.
don't we take this elevator ride
Fuck's sake.
nice and slow? There we go. Isn't
Yep.
this so
So,
much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the
don't,
very moment the things
don't.
get started.
The
Where's the
elevator's
taste?
gonna drop.
Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine surprises? To have to think,
Because
to
it's not a
anticipate, and then to
surprise.
marvel at the eventual reveal.
I'm just going up
This
and down
is
the elevator. It's not
storytelling,
a
Stanley.
surprise.
What you and I are doing right now.
You give me
This
the
is the
option, I'm
most
gonna do it.
exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all
Thank
because
you.
of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
Thank
Truly,
you.
I mean it. This is
I
uniquely
am
different. It's
truly a
not like
visionary.
anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is
Yep.
why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
Very
That's why
true,
people
very
like you
true.
so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a
Haha.
role model, you know. People look up to
I'm a
you. Which
visionary.
is why, oh, I
I'm
didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you
okay.
can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really
This
look
is the
up to you,
beginning.
Stanley. I don't know if you realize the
Oh
impact
no.
you have on them.
He's gonna
This is
drop
the
me.
kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous
Is it gonna
impact on
drop
them
me?
for the
No?
better. Oh, good, we're here.
Can I just go back down? No, I can't. Okay. Probably for the
Okay,
best.
the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here.
Stanley live on stage. World's healthiest human being, Ultrix revealed how we did it at the pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. He looks proper proud of himself. To be fair, I would be. World Peace Baby. Stanley Parable Stanley live on stage.
Yes, here
That
it
was a
is,
Minecraft
just
door
through
opening
this
sound.
door.
The storyteller. Stanley reveals all in his new, what's that say, book. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. Live on stage tonight, and then there's 2 blank ones. Q&A with the world's first sentient machine. Conversation with Alexander the Great. I can't see behind
All
there.
right, are you ready?
Why
I
does it
told
make the
them we're going
Minecraft
to
sound?
speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly
Standing by the almonds,
unpredictable
chair gone.
narrative. Oh, don't
Table
worry,
nut bar.
you'll do great. Just be
Welcome,
yourself
Stanley.
and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Up again, down again. The stand that. Oh my god. None of these sound effects are original. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your co-workers. Stanley me, David, age 6. Stanley's saying about story. Break a leg, champ, your boss. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Stanley, my true love for you grows every... Oh, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Ah, not got that yet. Break a leg, champ, your boss. That's the same note again. Thanks for showing me the cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. I love the way you ride elevators. I just couldn't help myself. The dude who came up with pizza. That's... Oh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Is that an ending? It's got to be an ending, right? Yep. Okay. Just couldn't help myself, you know?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter
Oh,
how
number
hard
one,
Stanley
Dad. I thought
worked,
it was saying
he
I
couldn't
dad.
find a trace of his co-workers.
I was incredibly confused. I hate Monday's mug. Can't read that one. Okay, I'm gonna try actually just going down the elevator.
He entered the door on his left.
She gave me the option. I couldn't not press the button again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Speedrunning. What's this? Oh. Can I open it? Oh, I remember this. This seemed to be a useless elevator. Let's see. Because in the original, this is just shake you around a bit and then land on the same floor. There we go. Yeah, no, it doesn't actually go anywhere. There might be some code to it, maybe.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
What could it mean? Oh.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
What could its purpose be?
This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
Of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
If I head down and up again, is it going to be visible? Let's see. Because I want to try closing it again, maybe. Give me the option. I'm not expecting to take it. I'm sorry.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly
Quickly, please,
Why
quickly.
did
I spent so much time in this elevator.
back to his boss's office? Well, that's a
What was it?
great question.
2845?
I just can't wait to find out.
I think. I've forgotten it already. There we go. Right, let's try the code.
Here we are,
again.
Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
2548.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
No? Okay.
It's that keen eye for
It's
storytelling
not gonna...
that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical
Yes.
plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Oh god, okay. Can I, just settings, video, can I change the brightness? Subtitles, no, oh for God's sake. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay. I'm walking blind. Oh god. Oh, I stopped. Yeah, I don't think that goes anywhere. Unless... hold along the wall. Oh? No, okay. I'm gonna assume that goes nowhere. I might
Incredible.
load it up
Now
in
he's
my own
getting
time
back
on
into the
really
elevator
high
and going
brightness.
down again. Ladies and gentlemen,
I
why does
think.
he keep coming up with all of this?
Ah, yeah, thank you, Mr. Narrator. You absolute genius of storytelling.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Okay.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm not gonna get distracted this time. Just gonna do what he tells me. Wait, can I? Oh.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013,
Whoops.
getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value
Thank
of
you.
these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always
Didn't
more
even
content,
mean to.
more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm
Oh.
here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Whoops.
Good job. You did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it
To the bottom of the mind control facility. Oh, this is a... I didn't mean to, okay?
Should have been careful, should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending, now it's an ending. I believe in you, I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. The railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good
Thank you.
job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
I didn't mean to. Okay, it's fading to black.
You did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Okay. I didn't mean to do that. twice now. Okay. Right. Off we go. Oh, is that? No. Not. Thought it might be the actual
All of
time.
his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When
Twice.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Twice.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
God damn it,
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I swear in the
office.
original it curves around to the left after. Was it 2845?
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Thank you. Come on. I thought. No, okay. I can't sit on the sofa.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
Okay.
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Through we go. Down the elevator. I'm sorry to seem a little excited to you, Mr. Narrator. But this is the 3rd time I've been down here. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Yep.
Control Facility.
Straight ahead.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
No,
thought
I'm
to
tempted.
himself. Did he
Tempted.
have the strength to find out?
427 I'm looking for. I'm looking for my office.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
That's
reduced
not me, is it?
on a screen. And Stanley,
I don't think.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
460,
meant nothing.
427, there we go. That should be my office if I remember correctly. Dead center. Yep, that's me. Okay. Over to the next one then. Very cool.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even
So glad I was
possible?
able to change the
Had
brightness.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
Because
to the
this
world?
was almost pitch black in the original.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Oh.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it
Ooh.
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
I
over
said I'd
another
listen to him.
human life.
I said I'd listen to him.
He would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, but hear me out. What's through here? Is that where I came in? Don't know, maybe. Yes, I think. I'm gonna push the buttons in order. 3 was over here. I'm not sure where 4 was. That's 5. So I'm just looking for button number 4. not sure where button number 4 is. Okay. Okay, well, I want to explore this more, so I'm gonna turn it on.
When at last he found the source of the... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I'm not sure. Why?
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you
OBS
need to
doesn't. Oh, I might be
understand,
dropping
there's
a couple
only
of
so
frames at the
much
minute.
that machine can do.
Ah,
You
that's
were
for.
supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story
Now I have to push it in order?
your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Ah, yes.
More
Okay, I'm
time
gonna
to
1, 2,
talk
3, 4, 5.
about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Minute 20.
I'll tell you exactly what
happened?
to them. I
Law.
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Just over a minute.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Nope, that did nothing. Okay.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with
Push button 3. Insane. Push button 3, I think.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh god,
I'm
okay.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on
Thank
the
god,
clock
okay.
right now.
Push the blue.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
No?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
And then
Or did you just
button
assume
1.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea
Correct.
what your
3
purpose in this
blue
place is?
buttons. So we've got to find the 3 blues.
You're in for quite
1,
a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That
2,
timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your
3.
death.
Oh,
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
what happened? What happened?
To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
3 blues. 3 blues. Is that and then push 3?
That's fine.
Maybe?
But I'm going to destroy it first, so
No.
you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
Okay,
Or will you let it go peacefully?
I messed up with
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Oh no.
From the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh, happily ever what? Okay, Let's try again.
All of his
I'm
co-workers
gonna
had
actually
gone.
listen to what he
What could
said
it
now.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Can't not. Can't get down there, okay. Oh. Oh. This seems dangerous. Oh, okay, just stay facing forward.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Right.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank
Well,
you.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I've still not gotten the proper ending. Is it gonna...
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go.
There we go.
All right,
Okay.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Okay,
Never
new content
been
time.
more ready. Let's do it.
New content time, new content time, let's go. Excited.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content,
Let's see
Stanley.
the content. It's...
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yo! I can jump! I'm gonna use all my jumps. I don't care. I'm not gonna use all of them just yet. What's this lead to? It's...
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Makes sense. Can't jump anymore. Okay, what else? What else we got? What else is new? Another elevator.
Another elevator.
Where are we going?
Stanley,
We're going up.
I have to say, initial
What?
impressions of this game are not positive.
It's brilliant.
Just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes
Yes.
for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content
Oh,
right there.
go on then.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that
Go
on
on.
the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Oh.
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh god, is it gonna drop me? Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no
Rush?
reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's
Can
gone
actually
into
go
it.
under
In
the
fact, I'm looking
signs.
right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this?
I did see that.
Infuriated
That was
and I'm
a brilliant
offended.
one.
I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
No, the narrator's gonna cancel them.
Stanley, I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
No,
And
the
we'll try to get
narrator's
back
gonna
to what
cancel the
Stanley Parable is
the
really
devs.
about. No frills, no gimmicks, Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay. 4 endings and I've not actually had the proper one yet. God damn it. Won't be getting the proper one again. God's sake. For God's sake.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I'm gonna get sus. I have to. Right? Surely. So that's a coffee nut. Down we go. I'm not going back now. Am I gonna get the proper ending at any point? Is the question.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Right.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Holy
I
shit.
call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone
Steam
remind you of
page.
how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was
2013.
sullied with a cheap re-release?
Collector's
Remember
edition.
back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
Greatest wealth is
Back
memory.
then,
Don't forget the
video
Stanley
games had
Parable.
integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, it's a BAFTA. Okay. Why did he steal a BAFTA for the Stanley Parable? I mean, yeah. Good times. I've still not got the proper ending. The original remake. Huh? Oh, Firefox. Been a while since anyone's used Firefox. We've got postcards. Clock. What's this script? Our first kiss, my first car. The release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. The Stanley Parable alpha test. What's that? The first dollar. God damn it. Wait, oh wait, I can't. Fuck. Don't play for 5 years. It is impossible to get this achievement. Okay. Game innovation, debut game, story. The New York Times new video game releasing today, because I'm sure that 50% off designer hats. The LA Times Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Incredibly tough choices. So that is I can't sit on the bench. Let me sit on the bench. There's loving memory for little Stanley. It's a hamster.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk.
It is. It's the Stanley
Lifeless
Parable
husk
still. It
with
is
an
to me.
hour of new elevator content.
Oh fuck. Okay. Can't go down the maintenance. Okay. That's probably for the best. Oh, getting stuck on the stairs. There we go. Person of the year, Stanley. Stanley and the businesswoman who finds him passed out. The end is never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's the red and blue doors. The memories. Top 10 memories from Stanley Parable 2030.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
It
It
wasn't.
didn't need anything else. It didn't need
It
new
wasn't perfect.
content.
That's a 9 out of
It
10.
just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Alright. Wait. Am I meant to... I can't jump. Can I interact with any other boxes meant to be hit? I'll get to the button. Try it with the bike, or anything down here. Painting. I'm not sure. Can I go back?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
There we go.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Ah yes, no one knows what Steam
I
is.
can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
9 inches to 6 foot high. What?
Honestly,
How?
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and
Unfunny.
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
How
Funny.
dare you?
Trying to be funny.
Oh,
I'm trying to make a serious
glad I didn't
remark.
take another step
I
forward.
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
True. Profound philosophical insight. Can I get through here? No, that's blocked. Okay, so where can I get through here? Oh no. There's another bad review.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers
Repetitive and
non-linear
boring.
games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if
No.
I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these
No.
people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Might not be for everyone, but it's a great game. Don't worry, narrator. Don't know why I'm
What's this one have
consoling
to
him.
say? Do You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his
You
long-winded
don't.
explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
You don't have to stop doing
A
stuff.
skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If
No.
I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Oh
What if
no.
it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record? Only positive reviews of the Stanley
Oh
Parable.
god.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't want to skip though. Okay. Where's the clock? Is it? Oh, it's on that back wall. Is
And
this gonna be
here
like?
it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're
I'm
going
not
to
gonna
get.
get
Well,
silence.
don't
I'm
sit
just
around
gonna
waiting for
walk
me to shut
around.
up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time
Not sure
everything
how
all
long
at
I
once.
can
So now you see, blah
be
blah blah blah
patient
blah
for.
blah 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 blah
I'm
blah
gonna
blah
try
blah
my
blah.
best.
With the
I want
ultimate
to see.
can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
He's just spouting
It went
random
on
words.
for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here
I,
and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many
he
billions
can't have
left until so
recorded
much more than forever
much
ago?
dialogue,
Which is
can
why
he?
I say the story and the choices, or what
Ah,
have
okay.
you, and therefore by
Looping.
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until it. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a
I'm like,
rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me.
I meant to skip again. It's gonna be.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
What's it?
That last one was, well,
Quarter past.
I want to say maybe
Quarter past
30,
2.
45 minutes? It's not Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12
Same.
hours.
Oh.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the
Where's the
skips are
dog
getting
on?
longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every... Oh,
Okay.
Stanley.
Oh god.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
Okay. Just keep going. It's Adam Sandler's Click.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
Okay. Did I kill the narrator? I think I outlived him. Oh god. Okay. let's get rid of the beeping.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was
Wait,
meant to speak to the human
thought he was
condition.
dead.
Where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
He's gone again.
the end is never the end, 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 is never the.
Okay. Oh god. Oh, the ladder's falling down. Use the button again. Suppose I'll just skip through till the end of time? Or until I get a way out here. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck have I... Okay, the button doesn't work anymore. I have outlasted time itself. Okay, I need to pick a straight line and follow that line, but I can't see anything but clouds. And hills. So I'm going to pick a hill. Oh, and it fades to black. Okay. And I'm back at start this phone ringing. It's phone ringing. Pick up the phone, is it? Where is it? This one?
Hi Stanley, just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay. Why didn't it come through on my phone? Where's the narrator? Fuck.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Fuck. There's just so much going on. Oh my god. There's so much shit I can do. Oh, skip through that whole thing. Up the elevator. Ooh, can we jump again? Is it jumping time again?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
No, it's not been
The original Stanley
disappointing.
parable was a landmark. and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very
Mega
proud to announce for
Deluxe.
the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Holy shit. The end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been
Taste
asking for.
sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Offpaintingk.tga.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Is it?
It's future-oriented.
I
It
shouldn't
screams
question the
progress and
narrator.
innovation and long-term
Yep.
franchising potential.
New content is out. New content is in. Or new content part 2 is in. Boring sections, cool red section. I agree. Oh, it's some interesting. Okay. The Fern. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. Paradigm shift, synergy. Okay, the color red. Ooh. Two Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Yep. Just accidents, you know? You just whoopsie doopsie, that's a game.
Here we are. Go on.
Oh,
Try
he's
out some
locked me
new
in.
features.
What are the new features? Oh, the reassurance button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Where's this button? Don't
For the
know.
Stanley Parable 2,
Okay.
I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So
Yes.
with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm scared.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right
Okay.
now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final
Okay.
game, this button will say your name, whatever name
My
that
name.
is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I
want you to
am
imagine yourself...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the
Sorry.
backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Sorry.
Okay, we're doing it again. And
Okay.
this time, let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then
Yes!
please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim.
Jim.
Holy
Just
shit.
see! What a thrill! What a
Oh
rush!
my
What a
god.
shoo! The button described
Oh
you.
my god.
Do it again. Do it again. Jim.
Oh,
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the gym button.
no.
I'm too emotionally
No.
drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there,
Oh.
cowboy. Sometimes a person can be
Okay.
too much, Jim.
Okay.
I'm putting the gym button away.
No.
Otherwise,
Wait,
soon
wait,
you'll
wait,
start
wait,
to
no,
lose
no, no, no,
all
no, no,
sense
no,
of
no,
who
no,
you
no, no,
actually
no.
are.
Oh, I got another gym in. Goodbye, Jim. Lost a part of myself today. And that part was Jim. I want to go through the secret doors. I want to go through the secret door.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Oh, a whole new office with terrible flaws. And yeah, red is the new orange. New updated ray traced, more of the same but in a good way sequel to the Stanley Parable. New features, new content, new ideas. Okay, jumps. Oh, he got jump circle. But the bug. Oh my god. There's so much shit to do. I can't get much. Okay. I'm gonna go for the bucket. Stanley. I'm gonna go to the bucket. The reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Whoa,
You
it's
see,
the Stanley Parable
anytime
2
you're
racer,
feeling
reassurance
down,
bucket.
a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Da
It's
-da
true.
-da 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 -da
As long as you
-da.
hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will
Give me
seem
the bucket.
perfectly normal,
Give me the bucket.
perhaps
Give me the bucket.
even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Give me the bucket.
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
The bucket.
Give it a
Ah, the bucket. Oh my god.
Can you feel it?
Yes,
Glow of
I'm
comfort,
so reassured.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit
Thank
more
you.
attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I? Oh, I can keep the bucket. I can
Does
keep the
anyone
bucket.
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a
Oh
video
my
game?
god. Okay, I'm
There
gonna go to
really
the
should be an
office decorations.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think
Shit.
that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I've got it.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday
Okay.
it is.
That, okay. I wanted the other one though. There's balloons all over now. Oh,
Or actually,
okay.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Don't make me go down the hall. Okay.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Oh.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Aw. I really wish I hadn't. Aw. Jump circle, this map. Free achievement. Ooh. The button that says name the player. Merch. Settings world champion. Where's that? So I'm here, and that's just around here, right? Hang on. I'm going to take another look at that. Yeah, N is the jump circle, so it's through here, and then on my left. And on my right is epilogue. Okay. Is oh, is that upstairs? Maybe? Office decorations, collectibles. K is the infinite hole and E is the exit. So A9, where's A9? Infinite hole's down there. B squared is the bucket. So A9 is just across here. Ah, collectibles, there we go. Don't want to go for the exit just yet. Collectible die. Oh, holy shit. So much bloody effort put into this.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yo! Let's go.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay. Can I? No. No. Okay, that's blocked. Right, so where are the other collectibles then? I really want to find them. Let's go for the achievement. For achievement, pull the lever, receive your achievement, no more steps, it just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
No.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world.
Let me do it.
Uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
No. Let me achieve it, for God's sake. Ah, oh, damn it. God damn it. Okay. Of course. Right.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's this? Oh, that's the decorations. Oh, I didn't go to the infinite hole just in case it drops me in. For achievement, settings world champion. Oh, is it up here? Hang on. Let me see. I'm just going to tab to Steam on my laptop and check out the achievements, because I think there's something for messing with settings. So if I just tab through all of these, hang on. I'm just gonna flick through all of these. That was 5. Camera sensitivity, that was 5. Okay. Still not reached the ending. Quit the game and start again. Song is just a bunch of 8s. Test achievement. One-handed walking. Is that for controllers? For the entire duration of a Tuesday. Okay. Complete. Okay, set all setting sliders in the menu to all available numbers. Okay. Let's do that then. Sliders, there we go, so there's 80. Sliders, audio sliders, let's turn it all the way down and all the way up and back to 60. There we go.
This is
All the way down and all the way up. All the way down and all the way up. Controls, is that it? Is that all? Is that not? I don't, do I? Don't I? Is that not it? Did I miss something? I don't have to let go of them, do I? I'm going to use the keys on my keyboard this time. What was it, 72? And then back to 5. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, click to audio. Hover over this. Hover over it. There we go. I think I was moving it too quick. Okay, so 60 is where I want to go to. Scroll it all the way down. And then scroll it all the way back up. Probably could have dragged that. And scroll it all the way down.
of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I can drag it back up. And then I can click it all the way down. And drag it all the way up. And then again. And then all the way up. Any... They don't count sliders, do they? No. Okay. So I should get the achievement? No? It's not. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. I'm gonna have to find a way to sort that out then, and then... This is new. Where? Oh, this is just... Epilogue.
Epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Ooh.
Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Suppose I'll go for the infinite hole then. Oh boy, I hope I don't end up stuck down here. Yep, this makes sense. Yep. Not sure how that works, but...
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I really want to. I want to. Is there anything else to do before I go down? And no. Okay. Eternity it is.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions.
Oh boy.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the
Teleport
top,
button.
and we can continue onward.
Oh. I could
Now,
not
I
do
don't want
that.
to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Well, the hole's infinite. And it doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay, Stanley.
I
don't
can-
know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to
Two
fall
of us. Just
infinitely?
the two of us.
I figured the hole
Okay.
was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
I didn't
mean.
say anything,
And
Mr.
then we
Narrator.
just put all this behind us and agreed to just call the hole mostly infinite.
Okay, it's the very low. Okay.
To warp up to the top of the
Can I
hole
just
and
stay down
move
here?
on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Can we give them 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, maybe he's not going to say anything. Let's just
Great.
teleport up.
I'm very excited to show you. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
There's nothing wrong with loving a little hole.
Person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel
Yeah.
like you spent a little less
I
time
definitely
there
spent
than
less
you did
time.
before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was
Okay.
not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Well, I've just got to keep
Had
going
enough?
down until it's...
I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the
not sure
point
that's
where it's no
a
longer
thing.
feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any
Yep.
shorter. Well, there it is. The shape. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Hole.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do, and hit the teleport
Hole.
button when you're ready to move on. Is the
Yeah,
teleport
no,
button
it's not.
working?
You go too close to the surface.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Okay.
Still nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix
Don't
this.
restart. Do not.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Yeah, it may not be an infinite hole, but it's an infinity hole. Since I'm stuck here forever. Maybe. What's that noise? Just chill with the bucket. I hope I never lose the bucket. No. We're going down. The hole is getting more infinite. It was the narrator's fault. Down we go. Everything's becoming quickly dark. And then it's gonna light up again like it did before, maybe? Holy shit. Holy shit. Down we go. Let's get some good music in there. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to change the reality. Oh. Oh. Oh, I could go with Error Stanley. Or I could go with Paper Stanley. But I think I want to go Robo Stanley. I'm gonna have to cycle through realities.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
No!
It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
I wanted to go back to the dogs.
But we can't have that, Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second.
God's sake,
You don't
narrator.
want to miss a single moment.
I was becoming enlightened.
Pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on
I was becoming enlightened.
things. You and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
God damn it. Sorry, I'm just... Okay. We moving again? Oh. Is it an ending? The whole ending? No. Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, I've been here before. Can I get a second collectible? No. Can I just go back in the hole? It seems like a thing I could maybe do. Would it be that bad if I just went back in the hole? Okay, I can't go back in the hole. To get my bucket, we'll go. I think that's everything. unless the achievement thing unlocks. I'll check that out. And then I'll go to the exit. Nope. Settings World Champion has not unlocked. To the exit, I suppose. Since I believe I've done everything. Yeah. Yep. Ah, it's down here. My bad.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I believe I've just seen everything. Well, or everything that I'm able to at this point. New Marg.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear
10 out
yet
of 10.
how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
No,
Well,
let me get to the
I
jump,
mean, there's
jump
potential
circle.
here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never
1,
mind.
2,
Hold on. Let me do a
3,
different
4.
arrangement.
No, let me down.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is
I want the
much better. I
achievements.
feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
What the
Who am I kidding,
fuck?
Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
That's
It
precisely
possibly
what
would
you were
do.
complaining
Suppose
about
it
before.
would, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Show me. It's gonna keep me back to... Oh. Oh. Oh, I like this. I really like this. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in
Is it
room
just
427
unlocked a
and
new
kept
title
pushing
screen?
buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished
The
every
exact same monologue from the start.
as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor.
We've heard this before.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh
Never in
no.
all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly
Maybe
wrong.
there's a meeting and I just didn't
Shocked,
get the memo.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, out we go.
All
Can
of his
I...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little
Yes.
thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Fuck
Nor
yes.
did Stanley picked up the bucket.
Fuck yes. Oh my god.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No problem.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find
Ah
answers.
yes, boss's office. Of course. Not this time. Wait.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel
No,
it?
okay.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear
Oh.
as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
My lifelong
Can't
friend.
hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it
Oh.
seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and
How
lasting friends?
dare
That
you,
your
broom
relationship
closet?
is purely superficial and convenient? That your life
How
is so banal and meaningless that
dare
you feel
you?
the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
No.
Well, never.
How
Go on,
dare
Stanley.
you?
Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its
You
demeaning comments. Expand on the wide
broom
variety
closet.
of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved.
Don't
over
have
the
any.
years. Let him have it.
Don't have any. I'm sorry. Maybe you're right, broom closet.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
There we
There.
go.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take our hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
How dare you imply this is not my friend?
All right, I've got a second sticker
Oh.
back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yes.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether
Amazing.
the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah,
That
it's
is a bucket and it belongs to
There's
me.
a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Ah, it's truly, truly brilliant.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Let's go upstairs. Bucket eat the bucket. Into the bathroom.
You found one of them.
Yes!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job
Fuck yeah.
well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yes, I will save it every moment. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So say that's a lovely purse. getting there this time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire
Were
if
it not for the
soothing
bucket.
presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark
Bucket's
clouds
here
of
for me.
confusion
Bucket's
and
always
chaos.
here for me.
It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad
Ah,
behind
yes,
the
the
boss's
keypad,
desk.
of course.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Still the same. Okay.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the
Yes.
bucket guiding him? Yes.
The
This
bucket.
is certainly the most logical explanation.
Collectible.
Stanley figured.
Ooh. Let's go.
There really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
Collectibles. Mini stands.
Stanley things? What about Stanlerines?
I think
Yes.
mini
And
stands I like.
another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. I like mini stands, but you do you, Mr. Narrator. Oh god, half the ending's gonna be like pre-bucket and
Elevator raced downward,
half are gonna be
plummeting towards an
plummeting.
unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The
The
bucket, is
bucket,
here for you,
it's
Stanley.
fine.
Everything will be fine.
There can be no problems with
Stanley
bucket.
and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I've done like one thing every time disobeying the narrator.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Nope, I can't get over there. I'm not gonna risk it. Don't want to lose the bucket.
The monitors
427, where are we?
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Whew.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
There we go.
Monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst
Boy
into
should
tears
never,
as
under
Stanley cradled it
circumstances,
gently,
attempt to.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Elevator.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence
No.
as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These
No.
questions raised
Not the bucket.
furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Surely not the bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Oh,
At
buckety.
this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Can I not trust the narrator? Can I not trust the narrator?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yes.
For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Yeah,
Bucket
so
made a
cool.
sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's shut this bad boy down. Pitch black.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Move.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy,
Oh,
freed
thank God.
themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse
Why?
from the
What?
end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned,
What?
but it was one they'd live together,
Okay,
with one another
I'm
to lean
so
on,
confused.
to trust, to support, and
No, the door's stuck.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facilitator herself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about
Damn
it.
you.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to
God
himself. As long as I have
damn
my
you,
bucket,
facility.
I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
About to find out what? No. Is the bucket gonna be gone? Oh, thank God.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed through. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Am I actually just gonna be blocked until... A large room, lots of stairs. Some are both red and blue. Okay. Okay. So a large room, stairs, and the red and the blue door.
Coming
Go
to the
downstairs.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
What are they
I'm
called?
torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Figlies is quite nice.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it'll come
Figlies is rather nice. Certainly better than Stanlerines.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Oh, this
considered
is
the
a
possibility
dream
of
shit.
facing his boss, admitting he had left his post
Oh
during
boy.
work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something
Round and
occurred
round
to
the
Stanley.
loop.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
Why are you
I
not
am
mentioning the
crazy.
bucket?
He looked down at the bucket in
There
his
we
arms.
go.
Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when
Oh.
Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket.
But
It's
no,
just
this
a
is
normal,
no.
everyday bucket.
It says it's
Someone
property of
else's bucket, perhaps. How did I
property
end
of
up with
Stanley.
someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no
Who's
good
that?
would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience
I lost the
without
bucket.
psychologically
I know.
grounding
Oh
presence
God.
of his bucket. And indeed,
Where's the bucket?
now he noticed that the room
Where's
was
the
quite
bucket?
pretty, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the
No.
ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
12B4.
Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Keep moving.
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Don't start. It's the bucket.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket
No.
after the next.
No.
None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way
No.
to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed
Of his
dead on the
bucket.
sidewalk. Right away,
No,
she knew
Stanley.
what the problem was. This man had no
No
bucket.
bucket.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket.
Only
with
he
him.
had his bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time
So
for this.
sad.
There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Incredible. Truly incredible. Now, okay, maybe it's not the end.
All of his
I was going to say that'll have to be
What
the
did it
end.
mean? The confusion and the chaos all
But-
seemed to melt away as Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to
Right,
his
okay,
chest
red and blue.
and entered the. This was not. the
And
correct
also
way to
a
the
room
meeting
full of
room.
boxes.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes,
A
perhaps
room
it
full of
truly was.
boxes.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
This. No, it can't be.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Boxes, boxes. There. No,
Good,
no.
said the
Oh.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did
Damn
not
it.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that
Damn
the
it.
bucket had spoken to
Collectibles
him,
over
and
there.
he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Fire. Go all the way down.
But Stanley
Nope.
feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
How deeply touching. I'm not sure if I close the game and open it, it'll still be.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
Wait.
Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Red and blue doors, is it?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting
Okay.
room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling
Okay.
to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I'm trying to think. Red and blue
Stanley
doors.
took the door on his
I
left
think
to go back to the
could have
meeting
sworn
room.
they were here.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Collectible.
You're getting
Yeah.
close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very
Ooh,
soon, you'll collect
Figler
the
and
rest,
Marines.
and then the first number will equal the second number, and
Yeah.
that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You
Let's
can't
go.
go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay. I presume if I fall down here I'm going to die. But what's along here? Something. Let's see. Oh. This is new. Okay.
This is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Lost track.
Nothing feels real anymore.
Nothing is
The more I
real.
study this bucket, the less sense
Bucket? What's the bucket done?
anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel
Bucket.
every
What's the bucket
time
done?
I pick it up. No matter how
I
many
don't
times
understand.
I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
I don't understand.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Gotta
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in
never
my arms.
put the bucket down.
Why everything feels
Never
so...
put it down.
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize
Why the
it.
fast forward and rewind button? The wrong way around. Like the
It's unthinkable the amounts
pictures.
of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Oh.
This is my golden ticket. But I have
This
to be
is-
careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even though I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
Okay.
Caporata.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck have I uncovered? Okay. Some bucket conspiracy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room, but Stanley picked up the bucket
Right.
and smiled.
Okay, I think
He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
it's been too
Not with
long.
the bucket
I
around.
think the red and blue
Stanley
doors are...
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I think...
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
I
somewhere
hop off
else.
here.
The cargo lift, yes, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I think
Stanley did not question
if I jump
why
off
or
here...
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the
Did I?
bucket asked.
Danger everywhere. Okay. Two.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could
Oh.
you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game. if
Dire
not addressed
consequences.
quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Step in. Oh, this is dark.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not
Right,
a
I'm gonna
bucket.
get them all wrong.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I'm something of a scientist myself, you see.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
Uh,
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
okay. Item 3.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect.
If it's a
This
bucket?
is a bucket.
Ah.
Item 4.
Oh, that's definitely a
Is this
bucket.
a bucket?
That's definitely a bucket. What?
Are you hallucinating?
That's-
This is a tractor.
It's a
It's
bucket.
an enormous
It's
machine
clearly a
at the turn of the
bucket.
earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the
Okay,
next one.
okay. I can get the next one right. I'm on a 50-50 at the minute.
Is this a bucket?
Get the next one right. It's gotta be a bucket.
Correct.
Oh, this is it.
This
There we go.
is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 6.
Okay.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both.
What?
Gotcha.
I did what? It went amber.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
It's not a bucket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think?
Wait.
Answer me
I-
straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Am I? No, do I? I
You know what?
think.
I'm too
I
confused
don't
to
know.
even sort it out.
Is
I've lost
everything a
all
bucket?
sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Is
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay.
But everything's a bucket. You can't. No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea.
I told you so.
Except me. I am not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news.
This
We're
is
not
truly
buckets.
wonderful.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we
Truly.
go.
Might mess with someone since we were the only two left. I'm gonna do a bucketless run. Sorry.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I've left my
Perhaps
bucket
he wanted
behind.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this
I am
incredibly
incredibly sad now that I don't have my
to get back to business,
my
Stanley
bucket.
took the first open door on his left.
Open door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Penalty feature. Okay, will cause death. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Don't
others?
care.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to
Too
happen to you?
busy
Why,
hunting
I don't
for
know how to convince you of
collectibles.
this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
There we
Let
go.
me prove that I'm on
Okay.
your side. Give me a chance.
There we
Now
go.
listen carefully, this is important. And there it is.
Woo!
The last
A Stiggly Wiggly.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real
Let's
accomplishment.
go.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done.
Woo.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I don't know. What door? I'll just go through the blue door.
Aha. Perhaps you
Okay, I'll go through the red door then. Fine.
Stanley walked. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Do not put a wall. No wall. No wall. No wall. No wall. No, no thank you. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm gonna go through. Okay. Loading zone.
What do we want?
Oh.
What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel
There's no bucket.
I actually feel happy.
How can you feel happy without the bucket, though? Okay. Let's get going.
No, wait. Where are you going?
There's more doors.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay
Anything for
here.
bucket.
Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Anything for the bucket.
No! Oh, thank God. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
For the bucket.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Only if I get bucket back. I need my bucket. Not sure what's going on there.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Unless you're talking about bucket, I see nothing.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
It's the red. It's being tainted. No, I can't. Can't be without bucket.
No, perhaps not.
I must. I must be with my bucket. There is no other way. This is the way to the bucket, and this is the only way I can
My
go.
God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
I
reading the situation
need the
correctly?
bucket.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
I need the
I don't know
bucket.
anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
I
But I guess that was
need
too much
the
to ask.
bucket.
It looks like you needed to make a choice after all.
There is nothing
This
but
one is
bucket.
yours.
There can only be bucket.
Is it over?
Yes.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going back.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. Except quite possibly now. Since I've collected all the things, all the collectibles, I'm going to have to call it for today because I need to go to bed. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will be back to play some more Stanley Parable tomorrow. I'm not sure what the situation with the, like where I am at the minute in the game will be, but hopefully I'll be able to resume from the bucket situation. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.